Welcome, people of Latro. We are back this week. Most people are still finishing up Minas Tirith quests, and I got a map for that. But we are going back to Thokvist, or wherever we are, um, to storm the citadel of Lumrog. Of course, that'll be if I can click the right button. There we go. Okay. Alright, so, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I don't like... Swest is more, skirting around and trying to, get things on the down low, so we can't really storm the Citadel type thing, but we're gonna try to get around it and see how bad it is out here. And eat something. That would be helpful. Yeah. As you can tell, I got a quest. I also tried to get some new jewelry. Unfortunately, what I got is sort of better. A little bit on some things, but it's like, oh yay, it's so much more in one area, and then it's like, yeah, but it's not in another area, so yeah, no. So yeah, you know, giving up some stats for other stats, and it's like, yeah, why do I have to choose? Can't I have it all? All right, so Lumrog is up here. And we're supposed to defeat 6 trolls and enter it. Enter Lumrock. So I'm not positive how we're gonna do this. I haven't scouted the area past the initial quest, and it's been a few weeks, so yeah, I don't remember how to get there. I mean, I know where to get there. Like, I know where the front gate is. But, like, I think on this side is some Avonks, and I'd really not want to go through there if possible. Like this side. Um, there's Avonks down in there. So I'd rather not go in from this side if possible. But there may be a way of getting in from the top. Then again, there may not be. So I'm just sort of keeping an eye out of how to skirt through here. Ugh. Mountains. Windy mountain roads. Terrible when driving. Okay, there's a bat there. There's a moose down there. Looks like the moose isn't interested in us. I'd rather not have to take out these guys. So, let's go see what we can get around. Okay, so there's another one here. That's not going to be scalable from the bottom end. Yay, no. Okay. Move down. Move up. To go around that. There we go. So, let's see if we can do it from this side. Of course, if we could see where we were going, might be helpful. Alright. There's an Avant. There's a Gundabad Hunter. This is a stream. This is not where we want to be. So we've gone too far north. Okay. Alright, so it... man, it really looks like that's the only way in. Yeah. Otherwise, you're breaking your neck trying to get through. Not happy about it. At least this way there's only one. And a bat. Right there. I see. You want to try that trick? Let me show you my little trick. I'm not even going to waste that on you, because in 2 seconds, you're dead. Not even going to waste it on you. Alright, let's see what we can find. Alright. Enter Lumrog, which we haven't entered yet. So I'm guessing this is the entering part. Somewhat. We're still not in Lumrog. Okay, let's try to get around here. Alright, now. Now we get 3 quests. Defeating orcs, defeating hell trolls, and find Lumrog, a fearsome hell troll. Defeat Taurus Grum, the butcher of Lumrog. Hell trolls, orcs, and Taurus Grum, the butcher. Along with our regular 6. And summon and confront the Gurabresh Chief of Lumrog. Well, somebody's making an effort out here. Somebody's shooting up something anyway. What's going on out here? Here. Hi, Alet, whoever you were. Somebody keeps whacking at things. I think it's over there. Okay, found the big guy. Ah! Okay. Hi. Hi. Very, very hi. Hi. Very nice to meet you that I don't want to meet you. Really? Fine. Oh, it's just a corpse. I thought maybe there was a quest item over there. Which thankfully it hasn't said we need a quest item yet. Yes, yes, okay, calm down. Thank you. Of course there's somebody over here who just ran back. I can't see because these crazy bushes. Okay, alright. Bear. Not needed. I need to get back there to that guy. I'm gonna get back there to that guy. Gurabrash and... I'm supposed to summon Gurabrash. This is gonna be interesting. I don't really want to take on two of these guys at once. Is there an easier way across? It doesn't really look like it. You know what? Put down traps. And then we're going to do this, which I rarely ever do. Yes, I know. Everybody loves me. Just hold your horses. I'll get to you in a second. Alright. Told you I'd get to you in a second. A second, not kick me back. Well, at least my health's staying up better than it used to. Of course, then again, this is trolls. Trolls don't. They pump. They fuss. They kick you, but really, if there's like a troll warband, that thing is the easiest thing to kill. Okay, we got a couple of sentries here. Great. Can we? Can we? Can we? Sneaky, sneak, sneak, sneak. Who are you? A defiler. No, we'll take you out. So you need to do that. Okay. So, now we're over here. Awesome. This is gonna be fun. Redoing that, just be on the safe side. I don't want any of this stuff running out. Actually, let's do these as well, just to be on the safe side so I don't get killed. Kind of got to stand my ground right now, because if I don't, I'm going to run into those sentries or something else around here. Come on, die. Finally. Yay! One bad guy down. A bunch more to go. The Butcher of Lumrog is no more. Yay. Let's sneak past the sentries again. Okay. Now, can we get past these guys over here, or do I need to go around? It looks like we can go that way. At least somewhat. Yay, okay. Unibug the Filer? Frostbound Hobgoblin? I need to do a search because I need to find goo or well no, I need to summon Gurumbash guy. Where does one no, that's not helpful. Where does one summon Gundabog? Garabash, sorry. G-Guy. I missed it. I missed it. Actually, that one should show up on the map. Pull up the map after I get this guy down. Come on. Down. Down. Sheesh. Bad about that. Yeah, looks like it's dead ahead, so... Tally-ho? Oh, Frostbound Hobgoblin. Oh. Ah! And the Hobgoblin's coming back. And I see sentries over there. Nope, 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 nope. Whole bunch of nope. Come on, follow me down here. Yes, I know. Okay. I just don't quite know where to go here. Okay. Not ideal, but not too bad. Somewhere ahead. In that direction. Is where we're going to be summoning that thing. Yippee. Yeah, let's try taking you out. Yes, I see you. Yes, you can go. like a battle horn. Alright. So that's where I gotta get through 3 guys to get there. Oh, you can't go through the crazy, creepy little tent. That's not a tent. Awesome. Nor can you go around these posts, apparently. So, yay, that's gonna be a problem. Let's try this way. Okay. Okay, I figured I'd get somebody over here. Come with me. Come over here with me. Oh, wow! Somebody's on me. Get off. Oh my goodness. Seriously. Get off. You need to stop. You need to chill here, dude. Yes. I know. You need to go. Okay, wow. I don't think it was you that was causing all that, but still, whoever it was needs to stop. Yes, I will get to the quest when I can. There we go. Phew. Okay. That was you know man, I'm at 170. Jeez. And I was down to 50 some, and I was like, ah! Okay, Gurabash appears. Where doth he appear? I do not see him. Oh, there he is. Oh, hello. Hello, excuse me. Hi, don't go over there. Sorry. Eagles and one such as you? Har, I've seen it all. You think you can brazenly walk in here and I'll set down my weapons without a fight? You read me all wrong, worm. Now then, I'll be nice and let you prepare for a moment before I kill you. Well, that'd be nice. Thank you. I like that. Please come over here. I don't know how far up it is, but yes, we will take that moment and we will do some things here. And sorry, this is a terrible shot, but I'm trying not to get him to kick me somewhere. So I'm up against a wall, which means I'm looking at his belt buckle, which could be worse. Okay. Do that. Alright, come on. Ah! Kick me off anywhere. I want to get kicked off. I don't know what's behind me. That's what's freaking me out. Hallelujah. Sound of trolls stomping around Lumrog has quieted some. Quiet! It's not quiet. Lumrog will never truly be safe, but you have lessened the danger these massive creatures pose for the residents of Mist Hollow. And that is a good thing. Yay! That's a corpse. Okay, so, we've got to talk to Leothred and Scalding. So yeah, okay, I am not gonna crawl my way back out of here or jump down into the river, because I am tired of getting broke to pieces. I was out with one of my other characters recently, and it seemed like every time I turned around, he was jumping off of something that would break his leg that didn't look like it should break legs. It was just little, going down the hill and stuff like that. And every time he broke his leg, and I'm like, really? Really? He is not he's a champion, so
The mountains belong to us,
not
not
much
to
you can
those
do with that.
foul goblins.
I'm not worried about the goblins right at the moment. I'm more worried about the trolls. Because you got a whole hill full of trolls down there that could come in and whack your bears, dude. There we go.
It is over. The pathetic Gurbarash flees for the hills.
Runebrog remains only the ruins of a blockade. We have all fought well. Yay!
Well, I must remain vigilant over the passes of Mistalo. Tonight, we celebrate our victory.
I have called upon my friends and kin to join us. Okay, so I get new boots. Okay, boots. Give me a minute. Leo thread.
Ah, was your troll hunting a success?
How difficult and opponent would you consider the trolls of Mist Hollow? Yes, I imagine they would be a challenge. Perhaps there is some truth in the stories all the same, and Fram had assistance from a friend. I didn't have any assistance, dude.
I just recalled an old children's song, which I believe mentions a hobbit.
Yay! Yay! This is what I've been looking for! The whole time we've been here, I've been looking for this! Yay! Okay, we're gonna close that one for a second, and we're gonna see what this guy's this is like saving dessert for last. Okay, so we're gonna save that one. We're gonna put a pin in it. It's right over there. Yay! Okay. Yeah, try to ignore the Hobbit quest. It's a Hobbit quest! Yay! Sorry. I really do apologize. I have been looking for Hobbits ever since we hit the Bjorning house and found the Hobbit place. And, yay! Okay, anyway. Alright.
Let us run wild.
Let us show you what it means to be a Bjorning. Run wild with us, Swest. I just envisioned a whole bunch of Bjornings just running across the plains for no apparent reason. And yeah. In bear form. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna go run wild with the Bjornings. It just hit me as it's very funny, but then again, it's probably
For the Bjarnings, there's a time to work, and there is a time to run wild.
There's a time to work and there's a time to run wild, and they are okay. So, according to these, I've forgotten who Hertha is. To be honest, I know he's one of the guys down at the other place. Runerick Knotbeard is the head of the other place, Limrock, and Skarding is the other guy. So I don't know why he has the. We haven't found out. So, that's just another Bjorning. I'd like to think that's his wife, Fernrick's wife, but I see you still wear my gifts. It's been too long, Hertha. Who was Hertha? Our time together always seems too short. I know, my dear Scarding, I know. It is the way of us keepers, protecting these lands. Our gifts keep us together even when we are apart. Wait, Hertha maybe. She might have been, protecting one of the passes. Ah, Swest, you finally decided to join us. Okay.
I have heard from Skarding of your deeds in Mist Hollow.
You have my thanks. Now, let us celebrate. Run wild or roar to the wilds. Let us run wild. I'm gonna roar. Okay. Sure. Is there a particular place we're supposed to run to? Why am I following the couple? Seriously, why am I following the couple? Uh-huh, okay. I'm lost. I was... Okay. I'm running wild. I have no clue where I'm going. Talk to Fangling. Dogfist. Yay, I'm just running through the trees for no apparent reason, and I lost the couple, and now I'm lost. I'm lost. Okay. Yeah, okay. Good. just run wild! Okay. Why did we do this? I don't know. Okay, we're back here. Hi, Fangling. Hi. He probably had to pick me up. Oops. That's not him, is it? Oh, that's a warg. Never mind. Okay.
It appears that we must part ways now. May we meet again in better days.
Greetings, Swest. No, I have not seen Scarding since last night. Do not worry. He spends more time in the woods than at Thokfest. I'm sure he will return soon. It was indeed a pleasure to fight by your side. Now I understand the high praise you have received from my brethren. Perhaps we shall meet again. Until that day, farewell, my good elf. Okay. Do I want hiking boots? Or do I want... No, block rating's not going to do a thing for me. Okay. Well. Yay. How they look? I should have looked at how they look. Duh. No. 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 That's okay. Alright. So, we're done with the quest? Okay. Sorry. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I don't know if anybody else has or if anybody's even interested, but that is a pretty axe. Zip. Throw it away. I have started getting these things. Those actually were bringing something on the AH, so I will keep that, though I probably don't need it. And all of that. These two luck. There we go. Alright. Neo thread. Let me browse the shop. Let me do everything possible. I really don't like those boots. But they're slightly better than what I got. And I don't know about that. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where you're like, oh, that is not good. What I've got is better. It has more vitality and a little more agility, but the critical rating's down. It has no fate, so it's kind of like, yeah. And then this has got, well, that one doesn't have any fate, but it has less vitality, more agility, no physical mastery, no. It does have a higher critical rating. It does have a maximum morale. Physical mitigation it doesn't have. I got high physical mitigation on that. I'm not one of these must-have everything maxed out to the point where everybody goes crazy type people. I only figured out physical mastery last when everybody was 105, you know? It's not something I deal with much. I like that it's 46%. Let me see. 45%. I guess it's okay. And we've gone from 170 to 168. And the physical mastery is the other thing that goes down. Okay, so 82%, 83%. Okay, so apparently that does go up. How did that go up? 82.6. 83.8 must be agility more than likely, since that's the main stat that went up. Okay, so we can use that one. I just don't quite... No. I mean, I could do the 200, 2,700. You just get a little bit more agility. Yeah, we could try it. I mean, technically we're getting more vitality from the other thing, but that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, we'll hang on to them for now. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Alright. Now we have bag space. A friend
I
of
just
friend.
recalled an old children's song, which I believe mentions a hobbit.
No, not a hobbit. Sorry, wrong voice. No, not a hobbit, but one perhaps of the little folk, or river folk as they were sometimes called. Yes, there were some songs that told of Fram's friendship with a strange elfin folk in these lands who only revealed themselves to children. Perhaps these songs were nonsense, as many such rhymes tend to be, but the resemblance between the elven folk and the Hobudlan of old cannot be ignored. You have heard tales of the Hobudlan, too. Perhaps this is worth investigating. If there are any such remnant of the Hobudlan left in Mist Hollow, it will certainly not be in this valley. No, they most likely hid in the hills. There seems to be a path following the river just east of here. Let us venture up it and see what we can find. Yay! Okay. Explore Grazal Grouper for some signs of little folk. Yay! Okay. Okay, so this is where we're aiming for. So somewhere is a road or path. Eagle Eyes, you know where the path is? I don't. I don't remember seeing a path. Hast we seen the path? I have not seen the path. Is that a path? I mean, it's a possibility. I think it's this way. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's the road. Okay. This is the road that goes up. And this is a path. Yay, a path. Lined with trees. Okay. Well, we will try this path with trees. There's a firefly up here. No, they're fine. There's also a moose. Hello, moose. Goodbye, moose. A bat. Got a bat. I mean, wouldn't the Bjornings know about these people? Okay, did I miss anybody? No? I see a tree. There 'tis a tree across. There's also a wood of Vonk in the middle of the road. Yes, I see you, Badger. Oops. This mouse is not helpful. Okay. Anywho. It's a nice little river area back in here. Skarn deposit. There is a bad one over here. No orcs. No orcs allowed in old possible Hobbit land. No orcs in Hobbit land allowed. Ugh, bats. Okay. Well, this is a nice area where you can look, see if anybody's coming. Another Havonk. Really? Yeah. Try to get away from my bleeds. I have a black eye. A black eye. And a Vonk gave me a black eye. Oh my goodness. That is just weird. Okay. Where are we? Spooky wood. Spooky wood. Okay. Yay for spooky wood. Okay, that's a try skirt around him. Ooh, trolls. I think this is the path. There's a bat in the way. There's a couple of trolls in the way. I think I'll just go around. Or not. Seriously? You're gonna make me go through all three of those? Yeah, fine. Fine. You can knock me out, but guess what? Fire! Hello! Silver Fox, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining. We are trying to find out if there is any hobbits in the area. And I'm not sure. But we gotta get by these Tarogs. Apparently, they won't let me go around. Oops. Making some dinner? Cool. Ooh, this frosted valley seems home to only the Terragrim. Who would live in such a place? Wood trolls! The answer, it seems to be road trolls. No one else would want to live in such a place, though some free folk do seek the forge beneath its dark company for roots and other necessities of life. So, defeat wood trolls. Yay. Hope you're getting something good for dinner. I had some, I'm on a weird thing due to allergies, so I made a very weird meatloaf. Oh my goodness, this guy healed completely. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no. You are not doing this to me. Down. I see you all. Mm-hmm. I see you trying that. Don't you try that to me. Get off, get off, get off. Try that again. Okay, don't lag on me. Okay. Alright, that was not fun. Okay. Let's see. Where's the other end of this lead? Oh, I'm not going the right... I got turned around. I got turned around, now I'm in the wrong area. I should have known when I passed that guy. Ugh. And we gotta go around the bat again. Yay. Okay. Alright, fine. I'll kill you, Mr. Bat. Ah! Making a piece of salmon bread into a bit of puff pastry with a bit of spicy sauce and a bit of rice on the side. Oh, that sounds lovely. Very fancy. My brother's a very good well, let me put it this way. He's not really a chef, but he's like learned how to make really fancy food. So that sounds like something he would make. Totally. And he does pretty good at it. I mean, he's picked up quite a few tropes. Okay. Tarog, huh? It's up here. A whole bunch of them. Oops. Yeah, knock me out, why don't you? Yeah, I'm not positive what all is wrong with me, but I've noticed that food tends to make me sick, which is really a shame because I love food. And so I've had to go off wheat and milk and all kinds of food, and now I'm on an even stricter diet because I started feeling different, worse of other things, and I went off of them, and I seem to be feeling better, so yeah. Food is just fun these days. Yeah. Yeah, trust me, the stuff I eat right now, my dad would just die. How can anybody live like that? Because, he was always the meat and potatoes guy, had a whole bunch of stuff, and I can't cook anything the way he used to cook it. And it's like, really? Let's put some spinach in it. That's awesome. He never used spinach ever. He just never. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I am getting very creative with my food. I'm learning to anyway. He was also not very good with rice, and rice seems to be the only thing that's not bothering me right now. So, yep, but it's worth it if you can start feeling better. That's the thing. Okay, I am supposed to get 12 of these. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I have no idea. It could be. It's my favorite food has always been macaroni and cheese, and I can't have it now. And it the two main ingredients, the wheat causes allergies, and the milk causes me to cough all the time. So for almost a whole year, I coughed my head off, acting like I was about to die. My poor mother thought I had tuberculosis or something, and I finally went on fajitas and started feeling better. And I was like, why do I feel better? And then I'd start you know, just grabbing some milk or something. And start feeling worse. I'm like, oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay, you off. There we go. Yeah, they probably don't have a name for whatever I've got to. Oh, lovely. A bat decided to come join us. Okay, don't do that. Please don't do that. Stop it. Yeah, oh, we're gonna have to leave that on for a millisecond to get that done. Okay, let's just run out of here. Monsieur Bat, you're driving me batty. Oh, I've got 2 bats after me. Awesome. I'm just gonna run for it. Because I gotta talk to the guy at Thugfest anyway. Gradsgooper will never be entirely safe, but your defeat of the wood trolls will allow the free folk to forage beneath the canopy for much needed provisions for a time. Yay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad went through that too, for migraines years ago. Um, he had, several kinds actually. Um, like they have one called a cluster migraine, and another one's grand malls and stuff like that. So to kind of see if there was some sort of all-around cure for the family, because they're hereditary, fun stuff. He decided to go in and be tested, and they found a few things, but the doctors were basically like, "Look, it's more of an intolerance kind of thing. This is what these things do, and that kind of makes migraines worse." Okay, I think I went the wrong way. Or did I? I don't know. Did I go the wrong way? This does not look like the right way. That was not the right way. Okay, this is the right way, and there's an Ivank in the way. So anyway, he went in and got tested, and they didn't really find anything, but he, one, major. But one of the things he found later on that caused his migraines is olive oil and chocolate. And at the time, I could eat all the chocolate I wanted to, but then once I got into college, I started having migraines a lot, and ended up. Uh, Come on, eat the food. Whatever. So I ended up getting a lot of realizing that food allergies are a thing, and they are not to be trifled with, because it just is bad news. I like these bats. These but yeah, even a tiny bit of wheat will make me start having asthma. It's really bad. Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm to the bridge. Oh, I'm to the bridge. Okay. I'm to the bridge. That means I'm back on the main road. Completely got lost. Okay. Alright, let's go back this way. I think? I know the short way. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, my allergies are not quite that bad. Um, I've never ended up in the emergency room for them, but like I said, I was a whole year about to the point of, thinking I had tuberculosis and stuff. And so, yeah, it does get to the point where, yeah, you have to be very careful and read every single label. My mom handed me something the other day and she was like, "Oh, here's something to eat." And I was like, yeah, no, no, no. It doesn't have a label." She's like, "But it's fine. It's just this." I'm like, "It doesn't have a label." And it's not like a carrot or a piece of fruit or something that I can see what it is. It was something mixed up. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you may think it has all the ingredients that are great, but I don't dare eat that. I'm tired of being sick. I'm not going to eat that. So, yeah. Yeah. Food allergies are no joke. They are irritating. All right.
Taurogrim? That was not what I was hoping to find.
I did notice a possible path west of here across the Langfold. Perhaps that might be worth investigating as well. It could be more of the Targrim too, but we shall never know if we do not explore. Come, let us be off. You notice Fanglin listening closely to your conversation. Head for the Cabed Rimdaff in Mist Hollow. Cabedabeda. Oh, across the river, huh? Yay. How do we get across the river? Bird, how do I get across the river? Fanglin. Fanglin, how do I get across the river? Yeah, I had Chinese one time and I started into wheezing again and I was like, wait, what could possibly be in this Chinese food? I mean, it's just rice noodles and it's just vegetables. And then I realized they use soy sauce for everything and soy sauce has wheat in it. And I'm like, "Oh, great." Awesome. Awesome. That's just great. And they use it for everything. So great. Alright, I have no idea how to get over there. Um, hmm. Up here was that Lugbash place, Lumrog. And then, it looks like down here is the only place to not ford the river. So, maybe we go back up the hill. And then go back across. At least I'm going to guess that's how we get there. That's... Okay. Okay. Is this a path? Would this be considered a path? Ooh, no, no, no. This is not how to get over there. This is definitely not how to get over there. Okay. Huh. Okay, it looks like there may be something up that way to get across. Okay, yeah, that looks more plausible up that way. So wherever that comes out, which is above, but not too far. Okay. Okay. I always really do a lot of scouting the first time I'm in an area because I really like to kind of get a lay of the land in my head so that when I come through with all my other halts, which I have a lot of them, then I can, do the quest relatively easy instead of struggling to figure out where on earth I am, like I'm doing right now. Okay, that. Um, hmm. Hello, Moose. Goodbye, Moose. Uh, okay, so this is a swamp area. Which seems to be going in the right direction. Where am I? Aha! There is uphill that way. And that may or may not be it. But we will try. I needed a bath anyway. Yay, bath. River bath. There's my northern avance being in the way. Ouch. Okay, there's a mountain bat. There's a funk. Doesn't look like we get up here, so that looks like the only path. Come on. Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Path! Yay, path. We have gotten on a path. I do not know if it is the path, but we are on a path. A very foggy path. There we go. A little bit. If you get closer to ground, sometimes it's a little easier to see. Alright. Head for the Cabad Rimhacken Mist Hollow. The mountain pass looks rather treacherous. Okay. Well, when you have small feet, it's a little treacherous. When you have big feet... Is that Fangolin ahead? Hi! What are you doing here?
Let us leave this dreadful place at once.
Swest, the Cabad Rimdach can be a treacherous path. I would recommend that you do not traverse much farther. You assure him that you'll be fine. Sure. I'll be fine. Everything's great. It's just treacherous for big, huge eagles. It's not treacherous for little, tiny. I'm telling you, it's a cover-up. If they're still alive up here, it's a cover-up. Okay. Was that supposed to be the way up or way down? Uh-huh. There he is again! Hi! You're trying to keep me from finding the hobbits, aren't you?
We have lingered here too long.
Why do you continue upon the Kabad Rimdath? What purpose could walking this dangerous path accomplish? You explain you are only exploring, acting as a guide to your Rohirrim companion, Theothred. Please heed my warnings, Swest. You decide to continue. Yeah. Sorry, but I really gotta keep going. Hey, there's a goat. Hey, I haven't seen any bad guys. So hey, you know, it's just kind of up straight up the hill, but you follow the path. It ain't bad. Hi again, Banglid. You're not really blocking the path, honey. You'd have to be like over here blocking the path.
May fortune favor you, friend.
I ask only one last time. Turn around. You will not find anything that could possibly interest your Rohirrim friend at the end of Kabad Remdach. All you will find is brambles. You decide to continue until the path becomes too difficult to traverse. Honey, there's a path. If you didn't want people up here, you'd put the brambles down at the bottom. Ah, goodness. Where am I anyway? Okay, so yeah, you gotta go back and forth here in order to get up to here. Okay. Awesome. Great. The Eagles are hiding something. I'm telling you, the Eagles are in on it. Oh, looky here. Icy place. I see. I see lots of little houses. The path opens up to a valley with bridges and houses. How can this be? Really? Now to watch them all be abandoned. So this is where you've been keeping them. Am I supposed to talk to him on top of something, or is he blocking the path again? I don't know. Anyway, we'll take the path. Path. Of course he's blocking the bridge. Hi! Oh look, it looks like a Hobbit bridge. Yay! This looks Hobbity-ish. Like the Brockenberg's bridge. Ah, yay, Hobbits. Yay. Okay. Banglin. A friend of Fram.
The eyes of an eagle are sharper than his beak.
As I have said, this valley has nothing to do with the lost history of the Rohirrim people. Leave the village be, elf. The Hoblitin of Lindleby will not show themselves to you. No, your eyes do not deceive you. This is the last village of the Hoblitin. We have watched over Lindleby and its inhabitants for as long as they have lived here. They are a quiet people, and Lord Gwaihir has taken a liking to their kind. The whole Baitlin, I wish I knew how to pronounce it, are shy, however. You may look around the village, but I wouldn't expect even their leader to greet you, Swest. Search Lindleby. Yay. Still. Completed settlements in the Wells of Langflood. Yay! 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 hmm. Looky here. The village is not too far from here. Aw, isn't it cute? That is so cute. A Hobbit, not Hobbit village. Yay. I know. I'm really like these guys. Fun stuff. Hi. There's a milestone here. Isn't that nice? Oh, look. Meat in the fields. It's cute. The farmhouse looks deserted. Of course, they're very good at hiding. Hi. Wave. Hi, everybody. Yes, I know you're hiding. It's okay. It's fine. Ah, place of history. Next to the beehives. Seriously, dude, you gotta pick your places a little bit better. Next to the beehives. Really. It was said that Lothair, Thidwick's youngest grandson, befriended one of these elusive people, dwelling in their company for a time. Okay, so we're not getting a flashback? Uh-huh, okay. Oh, look at the little store. Isn't that adorable? Yay. Cute. So cute. So cute. Look at the wind. Well, I guess that's more of a silo, isn't it? Okay. Chickens. Search Lindoby. There's no one in the town center. Sorry to disturb everybody. Hi. Hello. Greetings. Oh, there's a horse. I see a horse. Tis the stables. Well, there is a stables, but you can't click on it. I wonder if we're actually going to be... Look at the vegetables! They have actual vegetables that look like vegetables, not just pipeweed. They got melons, they've got pumpkins and onions or radishes or something like that. Probably onions. No, that looks more like a radish. No, that's radish. Okay. That's turnips. That is definitely turnips. That is, I believe, radishes or onions. Like white radish, not red radish. Not sure. I'm guessing that's pipeweed of some sort. Here, let's go around. Nothing makes a gardener more mad than somebody running right through their patch. Okay, and this, I don't know what that could be. Soybeans, perhaps? Looks good. Something here. Oh, I bet it's lettuce. Yeah, it's lettucey. Very lettucey. There are plenty of fresh vegetables in the market, but no one is selling them. Wish I had some coin for you. I'd like some good vegetables. Okay, bok choy. Alright. Anywho, we were here. We got distracted by the garden. We're now up here in the market that's empty. There's more houses down that way. Oh, they got some shrews in here. Let's take out a shrew. Probably gonna have to do this anyway, but I'd rather take out now. Down shrew, down shrew, bad shrew. Bad shrew. Bad shrew. Bad shrew. Thank you. Okay. We can go uphill. We can go around the hill. A lot more little houses down this way. The chimneys are lit, but the doors are locked securely. Yep. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hello. Yes, I know. You're looking at me through windows. Ah, a place of history. What is your place of history? It became a custom among the Athuda to leave out shoes and cloaks in the hopes the low folk would mend them. Really? Really? Oh my goodness. There used to be a little story when I was a kid. You know, one of those golden book series things. And it was the cobbler and his wife were getting down, and he left all his stuff on the bench, and the next morning a pair of shoes was made. So he bought more material and left on the bench, and more shoes were made. And so they found out there was a whole bunch of little people that were making the shoes for them. Those are some dancing shoes right there.
Not much more is known about the Ithuda and the whole Beatlan.
Whole Beatlan. I would have never came up with that pronunciation. Whole Beatlan. It is said that late during Lord Theudric's time, the whole Beatlan reappeared. Even then, they were considered nothing more than children's stories. We know that Theudric died at 79, while his son Gunther became lord when already old and ruled only a short time. Lothar followed and ruled well. Sightings of the whole Beatlan proliferated during this time, as the songs say. Lothar's reign was also long and saw little strife, though it was not unmarred by sorrow. Come, let us return to Thokfist. I have acquired all that I need for my writings, and do not wish to overstay my welcome here, if welcome it can be called. Yes, it's fine. Go home. I'm searching for people. Just saying hi. There are more dwellings at the top of the hill. Why am I not surprised? Oh, and they've got a little forge set up here. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. It's like an older version of Michael Delving. No, Tuckborough. It's like an older version of Tuckborough. There's a chicken. See, Birdie, this was what I was looking for. This is exactly what I was looking for. This could be the home of the leader. This could be the home of the village leader. You hear someone clear their throat nearby to get your attention. Hello! Greetings, lady. And how do you do? Very nice to meet you. It's not very loud. I like her hairstyle. That's very interesting. I am grandmother. I don't. I am a grandmother. Yeah. They were very Scottish. The ones in uh, Minas, whatever it was, wherever we were, Morgil or whatever. Um, I am grandmother Magdalgard Tuka. Another Tuka. And you are quite the stranger. I am only talking to you because you are a friend of the eagle. We have great respect for the eagles, but not much for... What are you? Elf? Perhaps you could earn more respect if you do something nice for Rendleby. You see, I've been noticing snooping goblins nearby. If you could send them away, I might rest easier at night. Oh, I will definitely go do that for you. Thank you. Um, where they be? They be in that direction. Okay, dokie. I'll be back. As a mission from a ancient goblin. I'm a goblin, not a goblin. Don't call him that. Hobbit. Ancient Hobbit. Quest from Ancient Hobbit. She's a Tuka. Which is like the other person. Wait, how do I get out there from here? Okay, I'm gonna have to go through somebody's yard. I'm sorry. Maybe we can go this way. Can we go this way? Okay. Yay, we're out of somebody's yard. Ooh. Okay. How does one get there from here? Sorry. Excuse me. Coming through. I knew either the Bjornings or the, if they were still alive, somebody was gonna have to be helping them. I think we're gonna have to go back across the bridge and go up. Hi. And there's Hobbit guards. They're so adorable. Look at them. Aren't they cute? I like the little redhead. Okay. Anyway. Alright, let me see how to get up there. This is not helpful. Okay. Now I think we're on the right path. Come on, give me a goblin. Ah, there you are, snooping goblin. Snooping, so they're hiding. They're hiding goblins. So I'm going run all over the place and get stuck on a rock, apparently. Ah, there's one. Nope, not gonna die for you. Snooping goblin. Snooping goblin. Snooping Kiabalina. Probably gonna find about 5 more going out here. Laggy all of a sudden. Hello, Fivora. How are you? I just got the goblins for Magdelgard Tuka in Lindleby. He has found the Hobbits. And they're still alive, and they're being protected by the eagles. It's so exciting. I am worn out, tired, but okay, doing good, I guess. Work starts back in a couple weeks, and so I'm just sort of like, yay, I've got Monday's gonna be so much fun getting that class set up for online stuff. The heat is killing us all. Yeah, my head's not been feeling good. I had a bad migraine this weekend, and it just now let up, thankfully. But I've had to have the air conditioner on high in order to keep my head from hurting, which is really bad for the power bill. But hey, you know, do what you can. All right.
You sent those goblins running? Well, to be honest, I did not expect you to help us at all.
It would seem the rest of the village is now working up the courage to meet such a helpful and peculiar stranger such as yourself. Perhaps you would also like to meet the rest of us. We can be a shy people, but we will warm to you in time. So I can meet Heldrick Tuka. Tuka is one that helped in the war, you know. So, hello. Hello. Hobbits are everywhere. Yay. Hello. Greetings. I love their hairstyles. It's just so awesome. Okay. Anyway. Hi. Even more up here. The whole village was empty when we first came into it. I mean, just a hobbit village. So now there's actual people in it. Yay. Heldrick Duka. Heldrick is a girl, I think. Or not. I don't know. Look at that hair, though. Excuse me, may I see your hair? Thank you. Look at that hairstyle. I like that hairstyle. We need that hairstyle on Hobbits. Yes. Hello, Heldrick. Oh, you are a guy. Okay, sorry. Oh, hello. You met my wife Maddie, or Magdelgard, as she most likely introduced herself, yes. My name is Heldrick Tuka. Pleased to meet you. Now, perhaps you could help me out with something. Here, before you are 3 barrels, each with their own variety of Lindleby pipeweed. Oh, have you heard of pipeweed before? How interesting. I bet the pipeweed you have tried is not prepared the Lindleby way. Ha! Would not try some of each with me and see which you like the best? Okay. We have the Lindleby Northern Leaf. Okay. All right. How am I going to try this? Okay. All right. So, general. That might be my favorite. So it just comes up with a little smoke ring. Okay. Berry Bear. This just has a smoke ring. Now that's a good one too, do you, kitty? And an old eagle wing. Old eagle, yeah. This might be my favorite. So actually, it doesn't show you in that animation. Okay. Did you have a favorite? Yes, it's hard to decide. I like them all very much, he whispers to you. The secret is that we ferment them in a mix of our ale and mountain mineral water. You seem the type to keep a secret, so I trust you won't be telling anyone. So don't tell anyone in the Shire. That's how they're doing their pipeweed. Okay. All right. So let's actually have a taste. A test. Olgrava Tuka wishes to meet you. Oh, isn't that nice? We'll meet her in a second. Okay, we've got Lindleby Leaf. Let's see what the Lindleby Leaf does. Yeah, don't tell Hoppa. He'll be rushing over here the minute he finds that out. Okay, so it becomes mostly a cloud. Alright, I don't know if there's going to be any animation difference between them. Alright, so that was the Lindleby Leaf, which is the most popular variety of pipeweed to come out of Lindleby, with a distinct nutty flavor. The Berry Bear pipeweed is named after the Bjornings and the unique Lindleby technique of mixing pipeweed with dried and fermented mountain berries. Wait, it did what? It growled. That one growled. Wow. Well, and now we know the Berry Bear growls. Interesting. Buy all you can. I think you can get the recipe from the reputation barters. I think I've seen it there because I was like, they have pipeweed. They must have hobbits if they have pipeweed. All right, so this is the old eagle wings pipeweed. didn't really have a sound, I don't think. Maybe it went out farther from the camera. I don't know. Try that one again. Okay, that really didn't help, did it? Apparently, don't smoke in first person or you won't see the smoke. That was useless. Okay. Alright, our last one to see if this actually does anything. Named after Gwahir the Great Eagle, this Lindleby pipeweed has an earthy flavor and cooling aftertaste. Okay. No, it just sort of goes away. I don't know. Alright, let's try the Lindleby leaf once more. See if there's a sound we missed the first time around. Yeah, I might get the Berry Bear one for the people. No. Not really. Not really. But we're going to try the Berry Bear again. Okay, so yeah, Berry Bear growls. Yeah, that would freak everybody in the Shire out. You walk into the tavern and you just go, "Hey, how's everybody doing? Let me get my pipeweed out," and your pipeweed starts growling at everybody. Okay, well, that's. I'm glad they let you test it. I may look for that recipe. Oh my goodness, Berry Bear, and they may be adding the other sounds later. Others may come up with sounds later or something. But yeah, I heard they are going to do that this week. The Rohan housing. I just went through a whole nother set of. Should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get it? And I would love to, and I could maybe, but I don't know. I'm on the fence with it. That just seems like a lot of money that I don't have right now that I could use for other things like storage. You know, I don't have a lot of storage with this stuff. So, hey sheep, hey sheep. There was no sheep out here earlier. I don't know. Oh, okay. We have Rarim Scholar went home. He's not here anymore. Ogiva Tuka. Ogiva? Agva. Agva?
I have never met a stranger before.
Greetings. I am Ogva Tag Tuka. Grandmother says you seem nice enough, so I thought I would greet you myself. I would love to talk more, but I must pick ripe apples in the orchard and bring them to the market. Say, it would be very kind of you to help me out. Kindness goes a long way in earning one's trust, you know. So, picking apples. Yeah, the one good thing about the um, Rohirrim, or the Rohan housing, the one good thing about the Rohan housing that I've seen is that you don't have to have a kinship to get the biggest house. So if people were in the market for a really big house, this is their perfect opportunity because they can get the biggest house and not have to be a kin house, you know, um, and not move their kin house from wherever they want to, be at, which would be good. Um, I like the one. There's two different kinds. One's in the mountains and one's in the plains. I like the location of the one on the mountains because it's right near what is that place called? Oh shoot! Used to be my favorite crafting place. Um, it's near Edoras, but it's around the corner from Edoras. It's the best crafting city once you get into the town itself. It's not nearest the stable, but everything is right there that you could possibly need. So I really like the location for that one, but I like wide open spaces, and so if I get anything, it'll probably be the I think it's Kingstead ones. I don't know. I even drew maps. This is how bad it is. I even drew maps. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I have just enough I could buy a small Rohan house. Um, but yeah, but I could use some more storage like crazy because I'm really running out of things, and I've got so many kin houses already. I really need to just consolidate and try to theme each house and put all the stuff from that theme in that house would be nice. But yeah, I keep forgetting. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. Yeah, because it's like the cheapest, the absolute cheapest one ever is 422 mithril coins, and I can get a Belfast house with that same amount, and it has like 5 um, outdoor hooks less. That's the difference. But I don't like the Belfast housing for the bigger houses. It's just sort of all over the place type things. I like the setup of the Rohan housing a lot better. But then again, I've only seen it in um, what do you call it? Um, videos. I haven't actually had Belroar downloaded. That would take forever. So I don't know. Anyway, I gotta pick some apples. Apples, apples, apples. Oh, cool. That'll be nice. Yeah, I got oops. Yeah, I was going to, but and I usually, if there's something major like that I want, like a housing thing, I like the Dol Amroth housing. I rode around that place. I made maps before they had maps. Okay, but I don't have Bulwark downloaded, and it would take about 12 hours to download Bulwark, not doing anything else online. And it's been so hit and miss trying to get on the regular one that I I I just haven't gotten. Yeah, if like Latro crashes and I have to reload it, it takes about 24 hours to download. Usually, it's a good 18 hours. Um, not doing anything else online, just letting it just run because my internet's so bad. So, whoops, I met her. She said, "Oh, she said to pick apples. I'm picking apples. Apples, right up the tree." Yeah, it is bad. It's really bad. It's amazing I'm streaming at all. Like, I bought Minecraft. I can play Minecraft, but I don't dare play Minecraft and stream it because I think it'd break my computer. And the computer itself isn't that bad, but trying to get it out on the internet just at my speeds, it just doesn't work. So, yeah. But I did see a girl went in and literally ran around to each house and made a video, YouTube video of each Rohan house. And so you can see which ones are there. And she only, she, she covered all of them except for one, which was 9 Colt Road or something like that. She got distracted right at that moment and didn't and kind of missed that house. But that house is like in the 500s and some, so whatever. But she did a really good job. Um, yeah. I know her Discord name, which is Little Redhead, but oh, what is her name? I think it's Little Redhead. Is her Twitch handle as well, but it's not uploaded under that for YouTube. Yeah, I really, I trust me, when it goes live, I am going to be hitting the decorations and what kind of flooring and wallpaper and stuff. I'm going to spend so much on wallpaper and flooring and different things. It's going to be ridiculous. 'Cause I will turn every Hobbit house, not every Hobbit house, but I have a couple that are Bjorning like. I've got one that's got a deliver the apples to the market. Oh, okay. Never mind. But I've got a whole bunch of houses that are have high bolt furniture in them already, and so this is, if it's got any kind of wallpaper and any kind of stuff that they're just gonna eat it up. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've gotten let's see. Well, so did Swest do it originally? I don't remember if it was Swest. No, I think it was originally Zordon. Zordon was leading at the time. So I think Zordon has got all the high bolt stuff originally, like back when you had to pay 5 per house upgrade or 10 or whatever it was, and then I believe it was Zam, but I'm not positive. Somebody just recently rebuilt Highbolt again, and so they have like a ton of decoration coins already saved up that I used for some of the decorations. But I do need to run another person through there, probably. That's if I have time. If I have time.
Oh, it was very nice of you to pick all those ripe apples for me.
You do have a lot of kindness for a stranger. Stay as long as you like in Lindleby. Meet Villahad Tuka. Okay. Villahad. 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 Ah. But yeah, Highbolt's got some really great furniture, and my Bjorning house, the kinship for Oh, she's... No, wait, what? Oh, she's at that end. Or he. Um, yeah. Oops. Excuse me, I have to cut through the yard. And the chickens. And all the chickens. Hi! Villahad, Tuka.
Villahad Tuka is my name, and farming is my life.
Well, good for you. I love to work in the fields. The freshest crops are the best to eat after all. And you can't get fresher than just picked. Ha, my wife Ogva, I guess that was her, tells me you enjoy helping us folk out. Well, how do you feel about shrews? Oh, I know how I feel about them. I hate them. That's right, they're always running around my fields, devouring my lettuce. How am I supposed to eat the food I grow if it's ruined before I pick it? If you would boot them off the fields for me, I would be most grateful. 8 of them. Okay. I knew there'd be a shrew crest. Alright. Give me a shrew. Where's a shrew? Oh, there's the stable master. Hello.
Hello there.
Very nice to meet you. You've not completed the Welcome to Lindleby quest line. That's fine. That's okay. We don't want to go anywhere anyway. We're in Hobbitville. We love it here. I need a shrew. Where's the shrews at? Where be shrews? I'm in Shrewville. Okay, where is shrews? Shrew? Shrews. I see a shrew. I am going to fire these shrews. Shrews with 175,000 health. These are some hardy shrews. I guess they've gotten so big because the eagles can't exactly see them to pick them off for the hobbits. And they don't really have any wolves up here. They're super shrews! They look like your regular shrews, but they are not. Well, that's 4. Any in this one? Ah, yes. Ruse. Actually, Swest is one of the few characters I have that has the full shrew stomping title. Like, she don't have to stomp any more shrews ever. She has won the shrew stomp for the spring. And yet she still goes back. I don't know why. It's like, let somebody else have a turn at these shrews. Okay, Vilhad Tuka. Okay, we don't want to run over the fruits and vegetables. Go around the garden. Vilhad, hi.
The shrews are all gone?
Oh, Misty Mountain Mornings, you are certainly a helpful stranger. I shall never forget you. Call me Vilo from now on. That's what my friends call me. That was pretty good. I like that one. We have stomped the shrews. Okay. Valric Tuka. Valric. Valric? Valric Tura. Tuka. Blah, 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 blah. Try saying that 10 times fast. Valric Tuka. Okay, he's down this road. Greetings! Why do we have a checkered blanket on the ground? After Minas Tirith, we get very suspicious of blankets being on the ground.
Nice to meet you. I have a question. Well, maybe 2 questions?
Hello, my name is Valric Chuka, and it's nice to meet you. I have a question, maybe 2 questions. Actually, I have many questions about the life outside Lindleby. First, how would you like to go on a picnic? Come on, we'll find a perfectly delightful spot. Well, it doesn't really need to be delightful or perfect. Any old adequate picnic spot will do. Oh, I know a good place. Grab the blanket and a basket and meet me there. Picnic. Yes. Picnic basket. And picnic blanket. I'm looking at your hair again. So that's a guy's hair. With the little braid down the top. And the bun in the back. It's pretty nice. Nice. Teddy bear's picnic. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Aha! We are going that direction. Somewhere in this direction. That would be a nice place. I don't think that's the place. Okay. Very defendable, I'm supposing. Okay, straight ahead. Aha, there he is. This is an adequate spot for a picnic. Alright. Good place to unpack the picnic. Valric. Thanks for coming on this picnic with me, Swest. It sure is nice to talk to someone new for once. Sorry for dragging you all the way out here, but if I started asking these questions while we were still in town, there'd be no end of gossip about me leaving. I don't want to leave Lindleby. I'm just very curious is all. Anyway, here's my first question. Yes, do you agree, or no, you do not agree? Have you traveled much of the world? This is Swest you're talking to, so yes. Whoops, not with a T. Yes. You must have seen all sorts of places. How very interesting, I dare say. Now then, I have another question for you. Okay. Oh, did I hit the wrong button again? Either that or it froze. No, it's okay. Okay. Is there much to see outside of Lindleby? I yes, there is yes. Oh, you have. Maybe I have to select him. Yes, I figured that much. Perhaps I should go on a journey one day. Another great story of the lands beyond. My, I never imagined so much was out there. I do have one last question for you, if you do not mind. Okay. Are there any big mountains out there? Well, mountains, you say. Big ones. Big. Would Weathertop be considered a big mountain? Big. Um, I don't know. You guys got some really big mountains here. Compared to these, ah, big. I mean, there's the Misty Mountains. I guess you could, and Moria is technically under a mountain. There's a Mile Hill in the Shire. Yeah. Redhorn, yeah. I suppose. Yeah. Big. He's not asking if they're bigger than what he's got, but yeah, I guess so. I love mountains. It's good to know there are more out there. Okay. You've shared with me such fascinating stories about life outside Lindleby. Thank you, Swest, for giving me so many things to think and dream about. You're welcome, I guess? I feel like I just started Bilbo Baggins here. Shoot. The guy we get rattle packs from. That doesn't help, does it? Valeric Tuca is going to be the next Bilbo Baggins. I just feel it. Bilbo and Frodo. Oh boy. I just started a new Bilbo. Bert. No, I wasn't. Yeah, it's that quest line. Not Bert, but my brain is dead. The other one. The Hobbit guy. Bingo, thank you. Bingo. You'd think I'd remember that. You would think I would remember that. But yes, bingo. Bingo Boffin. He's the next Bingo Boffin. Okay. Anywho, now I feel bad. I've started a. We found the Took. We have found the Took. We found the exploring Took of Lindleby. Oh goodness. Okay. Let's find Odger. Odger? Odgar? No, it's not on this road. Let's try the next road. Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. Alright. Hi, Odgar. Odger. Odger?
I like frogs.
Well, good for you. I like frogs. Always had a frog as a pet, ever since I was little. Now I don't have any. My pet frog, Croaker, just today passed away. I should go down to the river and get another, but I'm too sad right now. You know, you sure would bring a smile to Odger here if you would get me a new pet frog. Let me go all the way down to where I know I can get some in Frogmorton. Would you like a frog from Frogmorton? I'll be right back. It's a long way from Frogmorton. Okay. Hello, Hobbit guard. Very nice to meet you. How does one find... Okay, it's somewhere down there. Alright. Cowabunga! No. Okay. Ah, frog! I see frog. Collect frogs. Why am I collecting 8 frogs for this dude? I mean, granted, he wants a frog, and he probably wants choice frogs, but... Yeah, fill up our pockets, yes. Pockets. I'm not very good at being, Oops, there's a trap under here. Oh. Yeah, I would think he would probably want a choice. Choice of frogs. Though he's probably like Turtle Guy. I bet it's gonna turn out like Turtle Guy. Turtle Guy was like, oh wow, so many turtles! These are so cute, let me keep them all over my house. Everywhere. Everywhere turtles. Turtles everywhere in the whole house, in all the house. I had a couple of turtles once when I was a kid, but they're not very good to keep in the house. We found. Yeah, they're not quite the... Not quite. Let's see. Here's one more frog. Gonna get him a frog. We're looking for Kermit. Are you a Kermit? Okay, let's see if we can get back up this hill. I don't know if this is possible. Yay! Okay. Wrong road. Okay, let's try this road. Every year a toad hops up my wheelchair ramp and into my house. They want to live here. Yeah, the frogs tend to... I think we had a frog in the house one time, and it was quickly ushered outside. Dad wasn't keen on having animals in the house.
Oh, look at all these frogs, sitting and hopping and croaking.
I still miss Croaker, but I'm very happy with all my new friends. I guess I'll have to name them all. Where to start? Told you he was going to keep them all. Yep, all 8. There you go. He's got them. He's got his frogs. Irma Tucka. Yep. Yep. Irma. Irma? E-R-M-A? I know a U-R-M-A, but, let's see what an E-R-M-A is. Yeah, they do like, animals in general, I think, like being in houses, for the most part. They don't understand that they, wreck the house, but, or make a mess. They don't understand that concept, but, they do like being in a house, I think. I know all my animals always wanted to come in the house, and it's like, no, out. I had a dog that every time he ran up on the porch, he'd scare the cat, and the cat would run straight into the house and into the toilet bowl. I don't know why. I mean, it was a kind of a straight shot from if the doors were open to the bathroom, but why? And I mean, this wasn't like a, oh, the cat runs through the house and ends up in the toilet bowl and goes, oh my, I'm never coming back here again. No, this crazy cat did this every time he ran into the house. He would run and get in the toilet bowl. Every time. So I had to watch and not have the door open and shut the door when the dog came running up on the porch. so he wouldn't scare the cat into the house to go run and jump. I mean, he ran through a living room. He could have gotten on a chair. He could have gotten up a curtain. He could have turned, gone into the kitchen. No, he ran straight to that toilet bowl every time. Very, very crazy cat. That was very, very crazy cat. Irma! Tuka! Hello, Irma. Tuka?
I've run into a bit of a problem.
Ooh, you have. No, he didn't close the lid. Sometimes he was wetter than other times. He dived in. I cannot. This is also the cat that ate cabbage salad for like we'd throw it out on the porch for in a bucket for the goats to take to the goats, and he would get in the bucket in a 5-gallon bucket to eat cabbage salad. This was a crazy cat. Certifiably crazy. Anyway, Irma Taka, good to meet ya. I am... no, she's older. I'm Irma Taka, and I keep our livestock healthy and healthy. I've run into a bit of problem, though, it seems. I may have left the gate to the chicken pen open just a bit. Now my chickens are roaming all around Lindaby. I've seen them. This normally is not a problem, but it is feeding time, and none of the chickens came when I called them. I don't want them to starve, and I have to be here in case they come back. Please, could you help me find my chickens? Only 3? Seriously, I've seen about 20 of them out there. Okay, let's go find your chickens. Okay, you got chickens here. I see a ring. I see a ring. Chicken. Chicken. Come back here. Come. Chicken. 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 Stop it. Chicken. Seriously. Chicken. Oh my goodness. They're running away, aren't they? Ugh. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be one of those. Great. Oh, come here. Get back here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, finally. Phew, I'm glad there's only 3. Okay. Sorry to whoever's house I just ran by. Okay. Where else is her chickens? Up the hill and over by the stable master. Let's go over by the stable master. Yeah, they're running all over. These guys own chickens, but apparently hers is up here, this thing. Yeah. Come back here. Ah. Whoops. What? Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Keyboard sticking. Ah! Back here. Get back here. I wonder if you just have to chase them down and then get them. I need a hook. Somebody give me a chicken hook. Ah, stay. There we go. Whenever we'd have to get no, you have to. The problem is you have to stop. It's kind of like the kites and things. You know, you have to kneel down and actually do the whole search bar to pick them up. And, yeah. But follow would probably get them until they quit running. Okay. You gonna sit there? See? Picking up. There we go. Now we got them. Now we got them. We caught all the chickens. Bad chickens. Excuse me. Here you go.
Well, look at that. You got my birds back to me all safe and sound.
You're such a gracious stranger, helping us in doing such nice things. Grandmother Maddie was right about you. I think she changed her hairstyle since I've been gone. She did. She changed her hairstyle. It is pretty here. This is like a really... Well, it is. It's a very, very, very secluded valley. One way up type thing. Ubo Bolgo. Ubo Bogo. Okay, Ubo Bogo. Bolga. Bolga. That's an A. Ubo Bolga. Okay. I keep thinking every time I go through here, there's even more and more hobbits. It's like, there wasn't hobbits here before. Granted, there wasn't even sheep or chickens here when I came through the first time, but it seems like even that, there's more and more people. Alright, Ubo Bolga.
Fishing is an important part of life for all of us in Lindleby.
There is nothing like being on a lazy river on a sunny day, waiting for a fish to bite. All this talk about fishing makes me want to go fishing right now. Oh, what a bother. I've not gathered any bait for the day. Would you be a kind stranger and gather the bait for me while I gather up my fishing supplies? That would be ever so kind of you. Worms are found here and there all around Lindleby. Traps are by the water's edge for catching the smaller fish that we use for bait. So gather fish, check traps, and gather worms. Okay. I try to find worms. Okay. Ah. I see a worm. There's a worm. He has found a worm. And there's another worm. Yes, worms just get up out of the ground and wave around like that. No worm ever has. Alright, let's go find the fishing traps. Okay. Looks like a little farther around. Ah, there's a worm up there. I'll have to come back for that worm. And a worm up there. 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so that's all the fishing traps. And now I gotta do 10 worms. Let's see if we can get up this hill. Yay! Baby worm. I guess I take that back. There is one instance in which a regular fishing worm or regular earthworm would be dancing around like that. There is a method. Well, they could do it after a rain, but there is actually a human thing that if you put a stake, wooden stake in the ground and drive it down into the ground, and then get a file. It's kind of like a horse file, but anyway, something you can rub against the stick and make the stick vibrate. And if you make the stick vibrate, it vibrates the ground, and all the fish and worms will come out of the ground, out of the surface, and be, basically doing this, sort of. So that would be when they'd be up waving around. Laying on top of the ground, a worm will do, but this kind of back and forth dance they're doing, no. Hey, come get me! I'm a worm! Like the sandworms in the dune? Yeah. But I saw that on a thing one time about the guys who had the stake in the ground and started, and they were playing it kind of like a violin bow, just back and forth, and that rattling just really drove those poor worms out of the ground. They were not very happy. Okay, it looks like there's more worms on this side. There's a worm. After worms. There's another worm. I would think they would come up after earthquake. Because, like I said, I wouldn't have thought that they would be interested in the, okay, I don't know where I'm going. You wouldn't think they'd be interested in, okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, it's up past the stable person. You wouldn't think that a stop in the ground would affect the worms, but that buzz rattling just drove them all out of the ground. So I'm guessing with a earthquake type situation that they would also be very irritated and probably come out of the ground. So after an earthquake, find the worms. If you're not too busy putting your house back together, find the worms to go fishing. Okay, where is this fishing bucket? Where does he want this? Oh, over here. Okay, never mind. Is that his house? Oh, okay. Fish bucket for your chum. And the bait bucket for you.
Oh, that is simply perfect! Look at all of that bait!
Time for me to go catch a fish or two. The bigger the fish, the bigger the meal. That's what I always say. They're hobbits. Yeah, that would be nice if this was the next premium housing area. Gisela Boga wishes to meet you. I'm guessing that's his wife. Gisela? Ah, so we do have suppliers here. Forge and Relic Masters, and a mailbox, and a provisioner. Cool. There's nothing here earlier. Gisela! Now, if you're his wife, and you live all the way over here, and he lives all the way over there, I'm kind of worried about you guys. Seriously. Alright.
Zubo off fishing again.
Yes, he is. Oh no, pie deliveries! Goodness. Oh no! Oh, no. Oh man. Okay. Is Obo off finishing again? Then who's gonna handle today's pie deliveries? Will you? That would be very kind of you. I baked these pies for Magdelgard, Olgva, and Arma. They are fresh and hot and need to be delivered immediately. We found Holly Hornblower. You can only carry one pie at a time, though. They're fragile, and if one were to drop on the ground, I shudder even at the thought. Okay, we got pie. We got to take a pie. No bad pies, please. No. These are good pies. Hopefully, these are good pies. Deliver the pie to Magdelgard. I just hope there's nobody going, hey, you got a pie? Emma's down here. Okay, Emma's down here? Irma's down here. Okay, so Irma won't be far to do. Magdala's probably going to be the... No, Olga was over here, I think. I think Olga was that one. Or not. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where Olga was. Magdelgard. Maddie. There you go. Thanks for delivering one of Gisela's famous pies. Now I don't have to journey all the way to her home to pick it up myself. Okay, good. Okay. I don't remember where Olga was. Him. Found Emma. Olga was the granddaughter, I believe, so I think she's up about that side. I don't remember. I'm back for pie 2. Olga, of course. Let me make sure I'm in the right. Yeah, it's on this side. Excuse me, goat. Out of the way. It was somewhere on this side. Hey, at least if it's bad pies, maybe they'll figure out it's bad pies after I'm gone. I mean, technically it was the bad berries, and they shouldn't have any bad berries. Oh, how lovely. Now, which meal shall I save this pie for? Well, now, that would be good pie. I tried making a coconut cream pie, only I can't have the crust, so it didn't have that. And, so I made it, but it was, I didn't blend it like I should have, so as far as a coconut cream pie, it didn't come out right. It's kind of like sweet scrambled eggs. It's not that good. Really not that good. Okay, Irma's around the corner. Hey, at least we don't have any hungry hobbits. There's no hunger here. Isn't that nice? That's very kind of you. I've been looking forward to eating one of Gisla's pies all day. Excuse me, pig. And sheep.
All the pies have been delivered and not a single slice dropped. I'm very relieved to hear that.
Oh, my apologies. In me haste to have the pies delivered, I forgot my manners. My name is Gisla Bolga, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I have been told that I bake the best pies in all of Lindleby. Pie delivery day is also stressful. Pies are my trade, but they're also an art form after all. I would hate to see even one slice go to waste. Thank you for helping out. I'll make sure Ubud delivers twice the pies tomorrow. Okay. They are an art form, yes they are. Okay, now we have to hit Bade Hill Bolga. This is the Bolga side. How many hobbits do you have to meet? The whole main town. We wrapped the entire Shire into one valley. How do we encompass the entire Shire in one one valley? Let's see. Bad Hild Bolga. Sorry, Bade Hild Bolga.
Lindleby has been busy and lively since you arrived.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Gisl's. I said it fine about 20 times, and now I can't say it at all. Gisla's daughter, Bade Hill. Lindleby has been busy and lively since you arrived. It does feel like a festival today, does it not? I love the mountain flowers that grow near Lindleby. Have you seen them? If we collect some and decorate the town, it will feel even more like my favorite festival of the year, Mountain Day. Yay for Mountain Day. It is first really nice day of the year after the winter ends. On that day, we spend the whole day outside, just enjoying the lovely weather, the lovely company, and the very lovely meals. Marigolds. I am to collect marigolds, of course. Way back in there. Okay. Excuse me, go. right there. Throw away this while I'm at it. There we go. Oops. Okay, how does one get there from here? Okay, most of this is trees. Ah, marigolds. Misty Meadow marigolds. Well, that's a delightfully different flower. Huh. Of course, my graphics are down, so I don't have to worry about lagging so bad right now. With all the lag that's going on. One little clearing where all the marigolds live and are now being picked. My mom always got so annoyed with me every time I'd go out and she'd see the flower just about ready to bloom and she'd be like, "Oh, that's such a pretty thing. I'll have to wait until it gets fully bloomed," and then I would go out and pick it. Here, see, I found a flower. Don't you want a flower? I guess kids are like that. Alright, where do we put the flowers? Place flowers in planters. As North Cotton Farm. Let's try the top road. You're not a road. Okay, never mind. I have no idea where to put these. I'm on the border of where to put them. Planter. 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 Okay, there's 2 planters up here. Ah, the round planters. Okay, never mind. Up. Right here. Right here. Those kind of planters. Seriously, I'm not sure where they went to, but anyway. Might need to weed these planters first. Okay. Heading in the wrong direction again. Go down the hill. Ooh, there's an eagle thingy here. Here? Where is here? Maybe that's after everything gets done. Okay. Sorry, looking for flower pots, planters, things. Okay. I don't see anything here. Where's the planters? Do you have any planters, dude? Planter. 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 There we go. Planters. Okay, that was not the planter I thought I was pointing at. That's okay. I am not a gardener. Based on these planters, I'm not a gardener. I mean, who would put the flowers over here in the bushes? Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that. Lindleby is looking quite festive.
Call me Hildy from now on. Thank you, Bade Hild. That is the name all my friends call me. You earned it, friend. Okay. Meet Fastrada Toka. I wasn't going to meet you, stranger, no matter how many others found you helpful or pleasant. Then I heard you're quite strong, performing all sorts of tasks for the village. I also heard that you know some stories and songs I do not know. That was what convinced me. I'm Fastrada Duca. No, do not tell your story here and now. You must perform for the whole town. Come, let us go to the gazebo in the town center. Okay. Performing arts. Gotcha. Alright. Yay. Hey. Hey, Appa, how you doing? I'm not supposed to tell you the secret pipe weed that's up here. I've been sworn to secrecy to not reveal what the pipeweed is contains up here. Lindleby Gazebo. Maybe in that direction? I'll try it. I haven't had breakfast yet. You definitely need breakfast, dude. I'm getting hungry just thinking about not having breakfast. That's pretty bad. Aha! We have the gazebo. I think that's the gazebo. Yeah, some days are like that. Alright, let's, it's time to give your best performance if I can get on and in the gazebo. Okay. Shall I change for this performance? I have clothes, that's not bad. Well, yeah, sure. Let's put on our really fancy outfit. It turns up the volume and heads to the kitchen. I can still hear. Ah, well, apparently I am to, perform for Fastrad Tuka. So, I am singing a song about the wonderful places I've been. I have no idea what I'm singing, but that's all the places I've been. And then we tell a story of all the wonderful things out in the world, including the king's wedding that I just attended and a few other things. And now I'm performing a handstand for no apparent reason. Yay, they're awed by my strength. Yay. And I'm going to finish off with a flip. Because I like a flip. Boing! Yay! Cheer! Alright. So, that is my, whatever it is. Get my other clothes back on. There we go. Voila! Clothes. Alright. Go back to Fastrada Duca. Let's see what she says. A lovely story, wonderful song, and my, how strong! I have not been this entertained in many, many years. I do hope you will stay a while longer. You must have more songs and stories to share with us. Sure. Meet Claudar Duca. Claudar Duca wishes to meet you. Please tell me they call him Claude. What's your name? Claudar. I'm gonna call you Claude. Alright, let's go find Claudar Tuca. Ugh. No, that's Ogvar's place. Okay, she must be over the hill. She is over the hill. I'm coming around the backside. Okay. Down. There we go. Okay. What you sneaking around for, Claudar?
Can you hear the howling? That's the Misty Howler!
Okay. Thank you for entertaining my wife, Fastrada. My name is Claudar Taka. I've been too scared to leave my home lately. Can you hear the howling? That's the Misty Howler, a terrible wolf that comes down from the mountain just to howl and terrorize me. That wolf terrifies me so it does not frighten you at all? Could you scare away the Misty Howler for me then? Sure. There's a wolf around here. Why is he not eating the shrews? Of course he'd be way up the hill. Anywho, up the hill, up the hill. Well, that's not helpful. Okay. Let's try going up this way. Is there a way to go up this way? There is not a way to go up this way. Okay, so let's go back and then go up the other way. Trees, 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 lots of trees. Okay. Oh! Drop off. Well, it's either way up there or it's down there. So I'm going to go with the down there part because I don't know how to get up there. Okay, come on. Ooh. There is the Misty Howler. which is a white wolf. Well, you know. Okay, we are going to find some food in us. A great deed has been accomplished for the folks of Limbleby. Yep. Oh, look, there's a little gate here. I wonder where the gate goes. Huh. Do I smell a future update? Perhaps? A nice little gate here to another community up the hill? Okay, anyway. We'll go back this way. She'll be going around the mountain, 'cause there's no way over. She'll be going around the mountain, 'cause there's no way over. Ugh. There we go.
The howling stopped!
I'm not going to ask you how you accomplished this feat. I'll just be glad that I can go out about Lindleby in peace, not having to worry about the misty howler sneaking up behind me, or eating my food, or me! Thank you, stranger. Meet Hubald Toka. Man, it really stretched. Having to find some names here. Okay, where would this person be? Where'd the ring be? Okay. Hubald.
I wanted to speak with you because I heard that you know one of the eagles.
Hello, stranger. I am Hubald Toka, but you may call me Hubo. Good. Oh, you tried my pipeweed. Pretty good, huh? I wanted to speak with you because I heard you know one of the eagles. Explain you've met a few eagles throughout your various adventures. Oh my! I am quite excited to hear that. I have the eagles to thank for my very life. When I was but a small baby, I crawled away from Maddie in the mountain meadows. There, a ferocious wolf found me. Thankfully, before it could eat me, an eagle came, swooped down, and saved me. Since then, I knew I had to repay the eagles however I could. I heard that birds like shiny trinkets, so I learned to mine the mountainside for gems, which I smoothed down to pretty trinkets for the eagles. I thought you'd like to help since you know the eagles so well. Okay. Eagles like pretty things? I don't. Sure. We'll go with that theory that nobody's ever heard of. Sure, why not? Misty Mountain Gems. They look like opals. Somebody was using the opal thing. Okay. Like magpies. I don't know. I don't see the eagles being wanting. Not unless it's either something they can eat or something they can, you know, use for various reasons. But it just, I don't know. I don't see them as kind of the must-have pretty gems. Ah, pretty gems! Pretty gems! Yeah, bones and shells. Yeah. I don't know. Then again, I'm not a great eagle, so hey. Now, I can see them wanting little stones for, you know, like chickens want oyster shells. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We shall see what Hubo is thinking here. Ugh. Trees, 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 trees. Many, many, many trees. And now I'm hung up in the trees. Okay, where did he live? Oh, right. I'm supposed to grind them down. Right. Grindstone. Place the smooth gems in the empty barrel. Pick up the tribute barrel. Take the barrel to Tribute Rock. I'm guessing is up here where the... Oh. It's over here. I thought it was over here. No, it's over here. I think it's over here. Is this Tribute Rock? This may not be Tribute Rock. Okay. Oh, it's way on the other side. Oh my goodness. Dude. Carry mode for the rest of the day. Yep. Thankfully, they don't have you actually carrying the barrel, but it's like, I'm carrying a barrel of gems. Take the barrel to Tribute Rock. Which is somewhere ahead of us. Sorry, I'm running over your houses. If that's Tribute Rock, how do I get up there? Wouldn't it be quicker to just give it the fast road? It was us sitting on the bridge. Where does one get up this rock? I does not see how to get up the rock. Okay, all I'm getting is a tree. Okay, back it up, back it up, back it up. Let's get out of this. Okay, let's get back over here where I can see this mountain. No, I see willow trees. Okay. Okay. That's a little more helpful, but not by much. That doesn't look safe. I don't see a way up that way. Take the barrel to Tribute Rock. I'm guessing you have to be up on top. Yeah, her character's always got buggy, yeah. Yeah, if there's a problem, I tend to find it. That's why I've had to turn my graphics down to bare minimum in order to actually get through here, since we've had so much lag lately. It is in that direction. Oh, okay. Okay, good place for the tribute. There it is. Just had to go up the hill. Greet Landroval with a bow. Hello, Landroval. You're worth bowing twice anyway. Hello. How are you doing? There's no need for formalities, Swest. I did not expect you to journey to the Hobbitland. Hobbitland. Yeah. Yet, here you are. It seems you have taken part in their tribute ritual. I do not have the heart to tell them that eagles do not seek out trinkets of any sort. However, we have found these trinkets make great weapons when dropped at height upon our enemies. Now, do not mention this to the Hobbiten. They are a happy and peaceful folk. Let us keep it that way, Swest. Hello, West. I can't. I don't know if that would work. My name doesn't translate very well in Scooby-Doo. Oh, goodness. Alright, so yes, we have officially done whatever the tribute was. We gotta talk to Hubolt. Hubolt loves you. Just take his gems. But they do make good things dropped at high altitudes on enemies. We just drop them on people. What's happening? It's raining gems! What? Wait, is this a bad thing or a good thing? I don't know, but there's an eagle overhead. Run for it! There's an eagle, and he's dropping... Wait, gems? Is he trying to hit us, or is he not trying to hit us? I can't tell. Abba does rich emote. Yay! I've gotten dropped on by the eagles again. I must be doing something good. I'm sure the orcs appreciate it when they get bombarded with all these smooth stones. Alright, Hubolt.
Were you talking to that eagle? Oh, very exciting.
I saw the whole thing from afar. I'm sure they will love the trinkets we crafted for them. Yes, they do like the Trinkets. Yes. They love their throwing rocks. What can you say? Alright, now we are... Wait, hold on. What? Oh, yes. Now we are talking to Magdilgard Tuka, who is the first person we talked to begin with. So maybe it has taken all day, but maybe... Look at the rainbow! What the... What? Oh my goodness. That's new. I haven't seen rainbows like that. And it's nighttime, too. That is weird. I don't know if they're shorter than normal. Yes. They're not as plump, we'll put it that way. So, I don't know. They might be. Let me see. They're waist level. So, they're yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I am not sure how high a hobbit is on a elf. But that is odd because it's nighttime. It's the late watches, so I guess it's not fully nighttime. I don't know. No, I don't think they're tall hobbits. No, they're either short or they're normal size. Oh, it's a bug. Okay, I was gonna say because that's just weird having a rainbow at night.
I am glad that the whole village was able to meet you.
Well, all but two, I think. Yes, they went up the mountain to explore some time ago, following in the footsteps of Fallowhide. Fallowhide. Anyhow, I would say you have been the most helpful to Lindleby. It nearly felt as one of our festivals, what with all the buzz in the air from having you around. No, I think they only have one pie maker.
It looks like you mean to depart soon. Have
And
you another adventure afoot?
And I think they just sort of, I don't know, like she's like none of the guys have that big Mayor Whiteford look about them, you know. They're more sneaky hobbits. I'm trying to think if the ones in shoot, Martul La place. I'm wondering if they're about. I think there's a fat one there, but it's kind of like that place a little bit. The Underhill Billies. These are more the refined Underhill Billies. Tarla Rotula. Martula. Yeah. From now on, you may call me Marty. Everyone else in the village does. It looks like you mean to depart soon. Have you another adventure afoot? I'm sure you do. Well, before you go, you should say goodbye to everyone. It is the neighborly thing to do, after all. Farewell, friend. So I gotta wave goodbye to everyone, and then I get some pants that seem to have some nice stats, or decent stats. Finesse, critical, finesse, critical. Alright, what's your other quest?
I could use your assistance with something.
Before you go, I have one more favor to ask of you. You see, my home is quite dusty and quite big. Might you give it a good dusting for me? I would reward your efforts, of course. Sure, I will dust your house before I have to say goodbye to everybody. To Gazette. Alright, to Gazette. This is her house. Now, why can't we get hobbit houses this big? Seriously. That's what we need, is hobbit houses bigger. There was a rabbit in that? As you sweep, a rabbit scurries away. Dusty bunny rabbits. Oh my goodness, really? It just dawned on me. It's cleaning the dust bunnies. It's a literal application of we're cleaning dust bunnies. Cleaning the cobweb. There goes a rabbit. Because I saw something moving and I was like, oh no, a spider. And I was like, am I supposed to kill the spider? No, it's a rabbit. There goes the bunny rabbit. Oh my. Dust bunnies. Wow. Uh-huh. Okay. This is just amazing. There goes the rabbit. Yeah, they're definitely hobbits. I think they got enough food in here. You have a dust doggy at your house. Yeah. Maybe this is what I need to do. If people come by and I tell them, oh, you need to get all the spider webs out of the corners. It never would work. I'd never do that. It wouldn't work. I like the paneling, though. The roof is just boards. Paneling looks nice in here, though. I'm guessing that's not supposed to be a black cloth thing that's just hanging there. I will try not to shout that. Yeah. Too bad we can't get this wallpaper. I like this wallpaper. Oh well. Oh, thank you. Not only did you sweep up all that dust, you found all those hiding rabbits in my home, too.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so I am supposed to wave goodbye to her. Oops. Bye. Safe travels, my friend. Okay. There is people on this road. Odgar. Right. Bye, Adgar. Mr. Froggy. Yeah, the Rohan pet, well, I don't even think that's specific to Rohan, but the update where you can put a pet as part of your housing hooks, I totally, my Bjorning house is going to be Petville. It's going to be bed in Petville. Just nothing but pets. Hmm. That's if I get one, but yeah. Hooing your horse? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they got a lot of horse things. The stable master thing right at your house seems interesting. Okay. Now, trying to hit everybody, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Because I don't remember where everybody's at. Okay, Ogva. Bye. I have to say, this is the first time we've ever had, like, a house that, I mean, a neighborhood or village or something that you literally have to go around and, you know, not only work up the, kind of rep, if you want to call it that, with them, but also have to go say goodbye to them all. Yeah, I have a few hundred and some mithril coins, so it's actually cheaper for me to buy the mithril coins than it is to buy the writs. Because I have no writs, and it would have taken a lot of writs. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, it's a lot of writs. It's gonna be putting on writs. Ugh, I'm lost again. Okay. That was the Ogdar, which I already did. Let's try this way. Yeah, it's, I had it written down. 36 writs. Yeah, that's for the Eastfold one. And then Westfold was, yeah, 36 writs. 894 mithril coins. Also a 5 gold, 500 silver upkeep price. It's like, whoa. Yeah. No, I don't need that. Yeah. That's it's gonna be expensive, and I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, I would definitely do it on those. Yeah, that way you at least have that option where you don't have to worry about paying for it. The smaller houses are usually about a gold a piece, gold 100 or something like that. But those biggest ones are 5 gold a piece. Upkeep. I wouldn't know what to do with all that room, really. I have enough problems trying to keep all my kin houses straightened out. Ubo, hi. I found somebody. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Okay, I did miss somebody back there. I knew somebody else was back there. Yeah. I can believe that. I gotta do some major sorting and rearranging anyway. I'm really excited to see what they come out with for the, who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. No, I'm not missing. Who am I missing? Ah, Clodar. Clodar. Whatever his name is. Bye, Clodar. Now I can come out of his house. Yeah, I we'll see. I'm thinking of maybe getting one of the smaller ones from Rohan, but, you know, I don't know. It's going to take almost all the Lotro points I've got saved up on my main account, so I'm just kind of... I may see it and fall in love with it immediately and be like, oh, I have to, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. I've met everybody but 2. I'm probably going to end up having to go find that 2. Okay. Okay. I missed somebody in the middle. I've missed someone in the middle. Who have I missed in the middle? I was down here. I've gotten you. No, you weren't there. Who am I missing? Oh, Eldrick. Hi, Eldrick. Bye, Eldrick. Okay. Buying our neighborhood for parties. Us and kids span the neighborhoods we pick. I'll try if I get there. When I bought my Belfast house, I knew which one I wanted, and so I went in and I started to get that house, and by about probably within an hour of when I bought my house, my neighborhood filled up and has stayed filled up. Like, there is no other houses available on my neighborhood, wherever it is. And I met one neighbor in my neighborhood, and that's it. I have houses, I don't know who lives there. It's pretty bad. Oh, the one guy, he went up the hill. Right. That's, right. I need to go up the hill to see him. Right. I was wondering why I was pointing up there. Yeah, I got one, but it's on, hang on. I can tell you in about 2 seconds. If I remember, clicky the button. Silondel. It was the only one I could sort of pronounce, so I went with Silondel. And I like One Cliffs Road because it's got a really nice view from the porch. So that was... And I love the ambiance music there. You know, all the seagulls and everything, but I don't think I'll get a second house there. I was debating on it, and then I love the ambiance, but I have a house there, so Don't really need another one. Though it would be much cheaper. Much, much, much cheaper. Yeah, the dog walking quest. Yeah, that was really cool. Walking shell. I'm still missing people. Okay. It looks like by the stable masters and the people, the person with the pies, Gisela and Irma. Pie delivery lady. The other pie lady. Hi. Good luck with your pies. Irma with all your goats. And Vilhad. He was over here by the thing. When you go, this place will disappear in the mist. Yeah, probably. I'm kind of a little bit concerned about the two that I haven't met. Leave Lindleby. I am officially supposed to say to leave Lindleby. Let me see if I can come back to Lindleby.
Hello
Yes.
there.
I am officially able to come back to Lindleby if I need to. Alright. Leave Lindleby. Leave Lindleby and the whole place blows up. Fanglin! Hi. Talk to Fanglin. I passed him. You need to get on that a little bit sooner.
It would be an honor to consider you a friend to the Eagles. Farewell.
Greetings, Swest. I'm surprised the town of Lindleby greeted you all. Some of the younger men who once lived in these parts befriended a few of the whole Beatlen. They were considered a curiosity, yet with their elusiveness, their presence quickly fell to the mere rumors among men. We Eagles have kept watch over them ever since. All I ask is that you speak to no one of Lindleby. Shish. We cannot. He's not Scooby-Doo. I can't do Scooby-Doo. I can't do Scooby-Doo. We Eagles have kept watch over him ever since. All I ask is that you speak to no one of Lindleby. We wish for the simple lives of the Hullbeatlen to be not disturbed. I do not plan on Maddie Tucka's finest leggings. Do you really think they're going to fit me? I don't know about this. How is that going to fit me? Should I get her finest leggings or her finest warm leggings? Or her dress leggings? Or her I gotta see what these pants look like. Okay, that's her finest padded dress leggings. Dress leggings are the same. The warm leggings look the same. And the patched ones are the same. So they all look exactly the same. Be nice if you're trying to impersonate a dragon, but anyway. Okay, so I do not want those. I'm gonna go with that one, I guess. Thank you. Alright. get down? Wait. 58. Okay. Keep going down in health instead of going up with this new armor. Okay, talk to Leothred at Thugfist. I am not going to crawl up. Yeah, I'm going back to the thing. So we have finished that full arc. I'm going back to the stables. Finding the stables. Which are not far. How you get a horse down that mountain is a whole nother issue, but you know. Finding a stable, don't mind me.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Thugfest. Yay. So we get to tell Leothred that no, they don't exist. Nobody exists. There's no people. Nobody up here. Nobody.
All right then.
Thudrik Gunther Lothar. I see there in my writings a line of rulers whose history becomes only lineage, nothing more, nothing less. Those must have been peaceful times indeed.
Now comes the time to make the trek to the great keep of my people's past.
I've learned much from our time at Mist Hollow thus far. It is a relic and a keeper of memories both. There we will most certainly uncover many a hidden secret, and reaffirm many of the stories of old. Come, let us travel and establish a safe encampment near Framsburg. I would imagine that we will stay there to study the keep for quite some time. Do you mean at the other stables, which I've already found? Yes, you do mean that. So guess what? We are going to take the stables to the other place that we found called Hlithsled. Seld. Hlithsled. Seld. Hlithseld. That place. Get Scooby-Doo to say that one. That would not work very well. Oh. Wait. Yes, we are in the right place. Lisfeld has been established. That place. Lists said, I don't know. There's got to be. Yeah, roll. Yeah, exactly. There's got to be some sort of, consonants not being sounded.
This encampment will do nicely.
I thank you for your help. Framsburg is but a bridge away, not far at all. Yes, I did call this keep Fastala earlier. I do apologize. That the keep was renamed Framsburg after the Great Fram. Now then, should we begin studying the runes? Not today. I think we've seen the Hobbits that we can't tell anybody about now. We got to we found some pipeweed, and we found some pants apparently. So I think we're gonna call it there today. Apparently, the next time we're supposed to take out this center island thing. Check it out and see how that used to be the site of the Rohirrim. So it's going to be interesting how we get through there. Up at Framsberg. After Fram. Anyway, I hope you all had fun. And hopefully we will see you all next time. Thank you, Hoppa, Fivora, and I forgot his name. Sorry. Let me scroll up. Scrolling. Silver Fox! There we go. Alright, so thank you, Hoppa, Fivora, and Silver Fox for joining us today. And Hoppa Joel will be on at 2 o'clock, I believe. No, not too much Hoppa spam. I like it when there's actually people over there saying something, so that's nice. So yes, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, in approximately an hour. Join Hoppa Joel, because I won't be on. I will be I need to eat lunch and conk out for a bit. So, I will see you all later. Hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll catch you next week. And we'll see what Framsberg has for us. Bye-bye!